Hey guys, welcome back to this little padding journey into textureness, I guess we can say. Today we're gonna do the various texture colors. I finished the base ones, as you can see if you watch the other stream. It's a bit more defined. I refined a bit, also the roughness and all the values so that it will look nice and not too shiny. But yes, this is our base caramel pudding, and now we're gonna make other flavors. You can see here I set my layers properly, so I have everything named. That way I know what's what. I'm gonna just duplicate the caramel one and then make another color. Let's see. We can start with pink. People love pink. Oh, this pink I think is nice. And then we slowly go in and edit all the various layers to make it look good. The blush is not very visible on this pink, so we're gonna go with a bit more aggressive color for it. Maybe a bit more on the purple. Like this, at least it's still visible, the blush. The caramel is gonna be like raspberry, I guess. And the variation is gonna be similar color, but I think I wanted more raspberry, so it needs to be more on the purple. cooler tones up here. We put on that. Also not this saturated, and then fix also this one. Yeah, I like this. Okay. Pop, pop. Now we need to continue on and finish. The eyes, I'm gonna keep them black. I think it works. Keeping them dark like that. This one that needs to change because it's too yellow now for this color. I think I'm gonna go around here. More cooler tone and a tad more saturated. The highlights are fine because they were white, so. And this is just roughness variation. So here we go. We have a pink one. Isn't it great? Look at it. And look. I usually do some base color and substance, and then I do some variation in Photoshop. For example, like this one, since it's just pink, if I want to make a sky blue one, I'm probably gonna do it in Photoshop. I don't know how it will go this time because I have the blush and it's all on one layers, so I don't want that to change color too. I want the blush to stay on the pink, so I might just as well make all the colors here in substance. It depends. It depends from project to project what I need to do, honestly. So base color. Let's make grape one. Maybe Violetta, I don't know. They don't really need to be real flavor, I just like the colors. Put there. The blush can come down a bit in lightness, I think, for this one. The caramel needs to be purpley as well. Here. Yeah. Now we need to fix this and take it down around here. I need to fix the caramel. I don't like the color, but I think this part needs to. Yes, like that. And the blush. Let's work a bit on the blush. Yes, a bit less saturation and also a bit more opacity. And we have our purple. Well, lila, more than purple. And we continue on. Let's make a sky one. I like to mix a bit of hand painting and procedural with my work. Procedural makes things easy, like easier, like the cloud effect that we used to make some difference in colors. Of course, you need to be subtle about it, but otherwise it's a bit too much. But it speeds up things quite a bit. Okay, now. Oh! I'm gonna go on the blue, a bit darker blue for the top on this. Like that. And then we fix the ambient occlusion. It's not really ambient occlusion, as in I didn't use the ambient occlusion generator. I mostly use curvature plus hand painting for that. There we go. Okay. Oops. Sorry, that's something. Okay. Well, let's continue. What color should we do now? Maybe a white one. As a little base. I still need to decide what I want to do with this one. I am thinking of making it into an mesh for Second Life, but it'll also be just a plushie. For plushies, I'm gonna show you a trick to make them fluffy when we get to that part. But yeah, I could do both. The plushie one is gonna be more high poly because I'm gonna have to make shells of the mesh around it to do the fluffiness. But we'll see. Now, let's go with this, but a bit not pure white, otherwise it's just gonna be blinding, you know. I think the blush can stay like that. So I don't know if I want to keep it monochromatic, this one, because I think the top would be cute if it was light pink, right? Look at it like this. Yes, look how cute. Now we fix this, but I'm gonna keep it a bit on the blue tones. I'm not gonna make it completely desaturated because I really like the effect that it gives. But yes, and I think it's a bit too bright, so we take it down a notch. There. Look how cute. Top is strawberry. Yeah. Be the same. So we call it white strawberry. Then we can have the black one. Keep the top strawberry for that one too. I don't know. Oh, maybe red though. Or golf pudding. The blush can change a bit. Oh, we have a demon with us. Hello. Demon is my cat, by the way. If you hear yelling at some point, I'm sorry. She tends to be destructive. I need to put this there. Oh. Let's see. A bit less so we can see the other bit, and this one also goes a bit up. Now it's more gray than anything at the moment, but we're gonna fix that. Right, maybe. I don't know. Let's see how it comes out when we have it in Photoshop. So for the top, we're not gonna keep it that color. It could be grapey. Like that. I like it. Let's see if we can darken the little pudding a bit. Let's try like this. So if this gets here, and this can be the part that's a bit lighter. And then on the ambient occlusion, I just need to do this. Yes. Ta-da! Little grapey pudding. No, licorice and grapes, that's a very weird combination of flavors. But we don't have to eat them. They're friends. We don't eat our friends, usually. See? They're cute. Okay, it's Ava. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors so far. I guess we can get to maybe 8 or more. Let's duplicate the sky one and we'll make a leaf one. Oh. We can go down here. Let's make a green one. I want the green that is more on the minty side, I guess, or we'll see. I need to give the generic color first, and then we can fine tune them. Now let's bring all into the green round. That's yellow. Okay. For this, we're gonna go a bit more on the there. This is a very green pudding. Let's fix him a bit. Okay. Maybe a bit more. Or do we want it more on the yellow side? I think more on the blue cool tones. And we adjust also this part. The blush can go a bit more tones. And let's see, the caramel is too bright, and I want it a bit more, but I want it to be more on the warm side, but not too much. Not entirely convinced. I think the yeah, the ambient occlusion needs to be fixed. Is too bright, but like this, it's cute pudding, and it's green, and it's adorable. Okay, we have the leaf too. Look at him go. Okay. What other color can we make? Chocolate pudding. That's a must, right? Chocolate pudding. So we go down like this. Okay, for the caramel it needs to be chocolate as well, or coffee. Coffee on top of chocolate is just, you know, perfection. Even form. Yeah, the green right now doesn't give a good vibe, right? But we're gonna fix it. Give me a second. Okay. Now we fine tune the colors. Let's see. Yeah, this one is okay like this, but we go back to the base color. I want it a bit more rich. So I'm gonna move it this way, and also the other one needs to come down a bit on the red tones. And we need to fix the ambient occlusion a bit, it's too bright. Let's see if I go a bit more on the saturated than that. I raise the opacity. Less transparent is better. The blush needs to be fixed. Let's see. I will go a bit more, I guess, on the darker and the saturated but warm tones maybe, and lower opacity. Yes, like this. We have a tiny chocolate pudding. It's pixies and everything. Let's rename this. Oh. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8 colors is good. You know? Okay. Give me a second. I hear the demon causing trouble. I need to go stop her. Be right back. And I'm back. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Now that we have all the various one done, we can start exporting the texture. I just want to check the roughness a second to see. Yes, I'm kind of satisfied with how the roughness is, to be honest. It's not too flat. You want to see the normals? Well, they're not here. Oh, this one. See? Because the padding in itself is very flat. This is the base texture. See, it has enough details to carry over most stuff. Even that this way is gonna help out on Second Life, having some details baked in, but we're also gonna export this part. Let me fix the environment. I'm gonna check how it looks on the 2D part. Environment rotation. Let's see, I want to catch some nice reflection there on the top. You can see it here. This is what is gonna be. Let me make it bigger. This is the texture that is gonna come out of here with the 2D view export. It was more important before because, you know, before PBR, but it still helps because I know a lot of people still don't like PBR and Second Life. So I try to offer fallback texture, so if they don't like PBR, they can just delete the material and use the base one. I mean, all my stuff is mod, so they can do whatever they want with them. Okay, let's save and file export textures. Now, I think you guys cannot see the export window, which is a problem because I wanted to show you how I do that. Let's see if I can edit. So, let's see, window capture maybe? I'm a noob when it comes to OBS, you know, so let's see. Not display, it should be window capture. Add a new one. No, it's not this. I don't know. What did I do? Technical difficulty, please hold. Display, maybe. It should be window capture. The new one, yes. Haha, I found it. There we go. Now you can see it. See? Perfect. Okay. So, in this one, you need to select, you know, the folder you want, and for the non-PBR, you want to export document channels plus normal plus AO. If alpha or not alpha depends if you have transparency in your item. I don't have, so no alpha will do. Then, let me check. I'm gonna give it a name. So, what we want to do is 2D view. I have a special one that lets me name them directly in Substance, but you can just use normal 2D view, and you just have to rename it. Otherwise, if you export different colors, it's gonna overwrite each other. But 2D view, it just captures basically what's below, right? Like here, this, the 2D window, the 2D and export, and then. I have these presets that were made by Ren from level 9. He gave them away for free on his Twitter a way back. So if you're interested and want them, please let me know. I will put them maybe, I will ask him and then put them maybe on Coffee for free or like somewhere that you can grab them if you need them. They're just a preset made specifically for SL that just export the texture you need. There's different one. There's SL PBR, which is normal one. Emissive if you have some glow going on. Opacity if you have transparency. And one that mixes both opacity and emissive. And it exports just the texture you need, specifically for Second Life. Instead of having to go and like set it up yourself. And like, these ones are already pre-made. And they're very useful. So if you guys are interested or need them, please let me know and I will ask Ren if I can share them. Because otherwise you have to go into Twitter and scroll way back I'm talking about when PBR came out back, so a long time. Export. Let me go and rename a couple of things. Yep. This one is the albedo. Okay, and now we just select a new one, and let's start from the caramel one, right? And we keep doing the same thing basically. WR export. This one is caramel, and we do the view. You don't have to export the base materials because that one we just need the roughness basically and the normal. So, well, honestly, just the specular one because the normal is gonna be put out also from the PBR export. So once you do it once, you don't have to redo it. So once you do the first one, you just, unless they have different roughness value from one color to the other, in that case you will have to do it for everyone, but usually if it's just recolors, that's not really a problem. Caramel, now we do this pink. For texture, here, pink. And then we do the PBR. Next one, Deluxe. I need to change the name of that albedo because otherwise it's gonna overwrite it. You can't see my folders, but frost. And rename it right away. Lila. And it's a bit of a tedious process, especially if you have a lot of them, but you know. Okay. Fine. Let's put textures. Right. Oops. So far we have exported. One, two, three, four, five. 3, 4, and yes, the charcoal. Leaf now. Chocolate we already did, so the white strawberry. I need to rename the albedo for the leaf a second. Texture. I hope the music in the background you can hear enough. I try not to make it too overpowering, but it should be there just to be chill and help out when I'm not talking. Okay. That'll be the art and go. for our last one. There we go. Okay, now I need to hop into Photoshop with all of these textures. Let me quickly add a photo. I didn't think this through, huh? Yes, I'm a noob. Welcome. Oh, hi, Carly. Welcome to the chat. Woo! Yeah, I have this like very chill playlist. It's like on Spotify, is royalty free lo-fi music from various video games. Their version of those songs, and they're like safe to use for streams and stuff. Okay, let me add a window capture on the go because I didn't think this through apparently. Ta-da! Nope, that's not it. Wait. Why is Photoshop being this complicated, guys? No. It has like 3 different things. Photoshop, please. You can see them. It's like showing. Huh, it's gone. Like you can see the preview here, but you cannot see the proper Photoshop work like this. I guess the answer to it is actually Photoshop, right? Yes. Yes. That one is just for the font window, apparently. But okay. And this one? What is this one supposed to be? I don't know why it's not showing. You know what? Photoshop has this problem also on Discord. Like, it's something that it does also on Discord. It's not like. But I don't really want to show my entire window. Guess we're gonna have to show the entire window. Well, that's good to go. Wait, what's this? Let me clean up things a bit. Well, I guess it's display capture, right? Oh, maybe game capture is gonna see Photoshop. Who knows? Specific window. Maybe? No. Apparently not. It sees it, but it doesn't show up. Why are you like this, Photoshop? Everybody hates you for a reason. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna go with display capture, guys. Is it this one? Nope. Okay. Ta-da! Where's my little YouTuber? No. Okay. There we go. Do not judge the amount of Blender version in my taskbar, okay? Please. There's a reason for every single one of them. I promise. And now you can also see my texture. Look at that. Wait, no, not anymore. We're going to the other. No, no. Anyways. So, we're gonna... What I do for SL, like, let's go back to being professionals. Let's start with the Karma one, because, you know, the black one is a bit more complicated. Because you need to adjust the values a bit more. But what I do is I put the 2D view one, which has, you know, all the shines and stuff baked in, and then I slap the albedo on top of it. The albedo is just the base textures, right? See, no lights, no, it's just the raw color values, which, since I hand painted, there's some things painted in. There's some like shines and stuff, but it's not as, you know, this. Anyway, I put this usually around like 60%, or it depends on the color. For this one, I would say we can do probably let's do 55. So the albedo covers up the harsher shadow. See, like the one down here, but it still leaves some there. And this way I mix them, and this works very well for a base texture for the PBR, and also as a fallback textures. Is it as detailed as the base texture that I used to make when that was the only thing? No, but that's what you get from not being up with technology. I'm sorry, guys. It's still decent though. I checked them, and you know, it still looks good with the base material of SL. It's just not as shiny and cool and everything like the PBR. Now we do the same thing for all the color. And like different color might want different variations. So we did 55 it was, yeah. See? 55. Oh, this is from Skyrim, the song. Oh, okay, leave. I never played Skyrim, but I know the song. And yes. Lilac. And the albedo on top, 55. Okay. And then we have the sky one. And we have this one, our strawberry cream one. Wait, let me see. Why is YouTube decided, Carly, to translate your comments. Tell you, I don't want that. Like, stop translating. How do I tell you to stop? Well, you know, we're gonna ignore that for now. But YouTube, please stop doing these things. Like, I keep setting it to English, and then it's like, no, we're gonna just go back to that. Because okay. Okay, we did the white one. We need to 55 it. This one, I guess we can go a bit lower because in white, no, it's very. The pink is also very. Well, let's do maybe 40. 40 seems like a good compromise for that. Now, this one. Our licorice grape one. Like this, I think it's gonna work. decently. Okay. File. Save as. Oh yeah, my Photoshop is actually Italian, so. Eh. So this is for the warehouse sale. 2026 round of August 08, and we call it pudding. By the way, this is gonna be the anniversary round, so there's gonna be like the usual gift and gifts from the designers, and also there's gonna be like raffles and like DJ sets. It's gonna be cool. Like every year they do it in August when it's the anniversary. Ta-da! Okay, we saved it, so now we feel a bit more safe and fuzzy. And these are just the colors. I missed an L there. And now we do the materials. For the materials, so look at this one. It's scary, isn't it? No, it's not. This is what tells in PBR how to do the metallic and the shininess. It's one map that contains several different information. It's the metal roughness map. Again, if you want the preset to export them, please let me know. I'm gonna ask Rin since he's the one that produced the preset. Yeah, YouTube made you Italian. Now you can be a proper Chatino car. You should tell. What's her name? Rower? I think. Rower. Let's see. I usually go in and tweak a bit because I realize that Sally doesn't translate perfectly, right? So sometimes it makes things a bit more shiny, and so I fix the shininess myself here. Basically, the yellower, the less shiny. I think I don't know exact science behind which color is what, but pink means metal. Red is also metallic-ish, but pink I think is more reflective metal. I don't know, I wish. But yeah, if you make it a bit yellower, like it is gonna be less aggressive. Okay, so this is gonna be our metallic roughness. Then we have the normal OpenGL. Remember, it's gonna make the details pop up on a very flat low poly mesh. If you want to make them more aggressive in Second Life, which sometimes is needed because again, I don't know if it's because it's how it processes the textures and stuff in SL, but sometimes the normal to pop up properly, they need to be made more aggressive than for like when you apply them in Blender or like for other platform. I usually go and add some sharpness, just a smidge, right? Here, let me zoom. That's too much zoom, guys. Okay. Here, you can see the difference, the smidge. It's not that much of a difference, but it helps, especially for like the mouth. Or you can just go in for with the what is it? Yeah, the sharpness tool, and yes, I know, and just give it a bit yourself. Like I'm gonna just give a smidge in the mouth because I want it to pop out a bit, but the rest is fine, honestly. And then we have the other texture is, whoops, give me a second, I need to de-zoom. this is the specular for regular Second Life, and the roughness that comes out from substance, you have to inverse the colors because Second Life reads it opposite. So white is super shiny, and the darker you go, the less shiny for Second Life. While in Blender or Substance is the opposite. So just when you export the roughness from Substance, you invert it for Second Life, okay? And again, here too, I'm gonna probably go in tonal values and just, you know, make it a bit more like that. The super white part is the caramel and the eyes that we want to be shiny. Okay. Now that we have the materials as well, we can start saving stuff. And then we're gonna go in Blender and see how it goes there. Yes, I don't want you guys to see through me renaming and saving 300 texture. We're just gonna go one texture and then go in Blender so we can do the rest of the stuff. Okay, we're gonna save this one as caramel because it's the one that we're gonna need in Thunder. Yeah. And also I want the normals maybe. Okay. Now, let me open up Blender. And we switch to the other window. Let me close down a couple of programs, that way, you know, my PC not insulting me in 300 different languages, which, you know, it's hot. He's already struggling. Here we are, back in Blender. Okay, so we should have here the pudding itself. We give it a material, we call it base. I put the zeros because, so when you export a mesh from Blender to Second Life, what it does for the materials order is it takes them by alphabetical order. So that way you don't have to guess which material is what. You can just be like, okay, this one is 0, this one is 1, this one is 2. So you have, you know. Wait, it's not a guessing game anymore. I mean, there are scripts that can tell you. I don't know why I keep blinking with only one eye, guys. I swear, I don't have hair in front of my face or anything. It's just picking it up like that. Just assume I'm winking, I guess. Yeah, go to the shading panel. Look at him sitting there, all cute and stuff. And then we drag in the textures. So we have the roughness. This is the original roughness, the one from Substance, because as I said, you know, Blender doesn't want them inverted. Where is it? Am I blind? Yes, specular. There. You need to put it to non-color, by the way, this one. Also the same for the normals. Let me go grab the normal that I edited. For the normal, for the nodes, you also need to add a normal map node. You put this one to non-color, you connect it there, and then it goes. See? Now it has details. Look at him. So fancy. Okay. And then we want the whoops. One here. Base color. There. Isn't he adorable? Go back to the layout. Yeah. So we can see better having the textures in Blender. Now, I'm gonna go and assume that this pudding is ginormous, and you want to see a proof of that? Now just add an avatar mannequin in. Yeah, see, it's so ginormous. So we're gonna, well, first of all, we make a backup of it. Oh, backup to folder. I keep making backup folder because paranoia. It's not paranoia if Blender really crashes every 5 seconds, so. And then we make it smaller. And I don't know, I think I want a plushy version of it, right? That people can just hug or something. And maybe an animesh. It would be cute though if, you know, it was animated, the plushie. Well, just the problem is that, again, animesh slots are very few, so we have to think of people that maybe prefer to use those slots for things like, you know, wings or cool tails and stuff like that. We're gonna also make an animesh version. It would be great if Second Life would let us just use like skeletons that we can make instead of having to use the entirety, like the entirety of this skeleton for this. Like this, I can get away with 2 bones. I just want him to wiggle, right, guys? Like he just will wiggle a bit. It's not that bad. It's supposed to wiggle. But no, I need to use the entire of the skeleton. It's just silly. I'm probably just gonna use a ear bone to make it, like, because it's gonna be easy. But yeah, let's do a plushie first. Carly's right. And do the plushie first. So we have the size with the avatar dude. And oh, alright, I told you that I'm gonna show you the trick to make it look fluffy. So let me make this one go. Oh, wait. I put it in a folder so I can just make it go away easy. So we take our little pudding, right? And we duplicate the mesh. And then we just smidge it up a bit with Alt S so it scales along the normals. So we have, if you see, if I go into wireframe mode, just a smidge is a bit bigger, right? Okay, then I know it's gonna make this more polygony, but we kind of need to for this specific thing that we want to do. So, but here we don't need the bevel this much, so we can delete this and so same here, like this one and this one. Now we go in this mode, select, and we do checker the select. Oh, it just did one bit. Whatever. And we push. Oh wait. Let me remove this bit since it didn't calculate them. And we just whoop, push them a bit. Oh, a song for the pudding. Like making a song for him? Or is there a song that is a pudding song already? I'm trying to make it so that your messages are not being translated. Oh, I think I remember the putty putty. Yes, I think I remember it. But I know that would be probably copyrighted, right? Yeah. Yeah, we will find something cute for it. Okay, I'm gonna push these a bit more, and then we do invert, and this one we push them in. This is gonna be the fuzz layer. Sadly, we're gonna need probably 2 of these, so this is gonna make the polygons go up, right? If I do this, select, record select. Yeah, see, I put the symmetry on, so this way I can just do it on one side and it's gonna do the other too. Then invert select, remove the rest. The way I'm deselecting fast is pressing shift, and then hovering over the part I want to deselect and pressing L, and that just deselected. Then Alt S again to scale, and this is gonna make smaller. Now we're gonna do the little hand last. Select, checker to select, Alt S, big, Control I to invert, Shift L on the parts to select them, Alt S and small. Okay. There's gonna be also a special way of doing the texture for this that I will show you. But yeah, so this is the shell, right? And this one, then we give it a 0-1, fuzz 0-1, because they're gonna be the fuzz 0-2, and we want them as separate material on Second Life because we will need to put different opacity in Second Life for each of these layers. We shift D again. Let's give them names. Make would be better. This is the main one, and this is fuzz 1, and this is fuzz 0-2. And also here we're gonna make another material, call it 0-2, which will mean that it's gonna be the material 0-2 in Second Life, which is gonna make things easier if you have, you know, texture change HUD and stuff like that. That usually they go by faces when you set them up. That's gonna make things easier for you if you already know which is which and you don't have to play the guessing game. And since this one is the fuzz 0-2, we're gonna make even bigger, just go up a bit. Select, checker, diselect. Yeah, we're gonna give it a bit more to this one too, like just as much, not too much, like. And we can just even move them in one direction a bit, just to create some chaos, let's say. We do the same for here. Select, checker, deselect. Oh. Select. Whoops. Select, checker, deselect. And okay. Now we have the 3 fuzz layers. I'm gonna show you how to make the texture for them. I'm opening Photoshop a second, it's gonna take a moment. I hope this stuff is being useful. It's like some tips and tricks here and there during the live. I'm trying not to just be silent and work and explain what I'm doing. This way, if somebody watches the VOD later, you know, it's a bit more interesting, I guess, or something. I was also thinking of making maybe some videos like tutorials on certain things. Maybe I'm gonna make a how to make a plushie one, like the plushie effect. This technique was taught to me by Lychee from Sopari. So yeah, it's not like I came up with it like it. I like to share because people share with me, and that helps. And so helping again would be nice. Let's see. I need to find the texture. There's a specific texture. It's like a wool texture. You can find a lot of them around. There's one I use that. Problem is that I never remember where I saved it, right? Yeah. I found it. Is this texture? Let me go back to this one. See? This is the texture that we are gonna use to make the pudding layer. So what you do basically is here you take your base one. You just need to do it for the main color, right? Not for the normal stuff. You copy that and you just paste it in here, and you use basically these as a mask. So go into your main, put the mask on, Alt click on it and paste the thing in, right? See? It looks fuzzy now. You can maybe remove it from the eye if you don't want that effect there, because you know usually the eyes of plushies are like buttons, they're not fabric. So you can just go in into the mask with the black and be like, no. Wait, I'm doing this with the mouse when I have a perfectly good tablet. Yeah, like that. So the eyes are not gonna have that effect. But yeah, this is what we're gonna use then in Second Life to do the plushie effect. It's simple, but it works. Any type of texture similar to this will work. Like you can look for wool, but if you prefer something finer, you can go for other type of fabrics. As long as it's like you make it black and white with high contrast, you can use it as a mask on your base texture to create this effect. The important thing is like that in Blender, right? You make the shells. Again, this will increase the polygon count of the mesh because basically you have the mesh 3 times. But is the only way to properly do it since we don't have other ways of doing this in Second Life, so we need to get around Second Life's limitation and come up with stuff. I know that there's some people that for like fuzz on clothes and stuff use the particle system in Blender and then make that into mesh, but that's way more like high poly because every strand is a mesh. It's a lot, so I don't think that's a way I would go for. Depends on, I mean, the effect that you want. For my stuff, that would be an overkill, I think. So yeah, just like this, I think it gives a nice effect. I use the effect if you maybe saw like some of the ears I made, like the fuzzy ears, and there's a couple of bodysuits that I made that I wanted the fuzz effect on them, that I've used this style. So yeah. But I think this is gonna be it for today. Let's see, for how long have we been streaming? An hour. That's a good time, I guess. So we're gonna, I guess, wrap. Oh, that's scary. We're gonna wrap it up here, and he looks so wobbly. Here, let's have the proper him staring at us when we finish. Well, thank you for watching if you're here, and thank you, Carly, for dropping by and talking in the chat. And I will see you next time. Hopefully, I'm gonna finish this today off camera for the boring parts. And yeah, follow me on the socials if you want to see this properly done and how it will look in myself. Bye bye, everyone.